Okay.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. They still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. To throw is Garoppolo. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Open man is Higgins. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Let's go, baby.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
To try again after the sack. Jackson, and that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Interception. Come on, guys.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On second down, Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority one.
And finding Keelan Cole. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Going on the ground with Eckler. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. We're scoreless after 1. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
On second down now. It's Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On third down, Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. Here's Jackson, flushed out right. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
On second down, Elliott. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now it's Jackson, flush to his right. Catch is made by Hurd. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there. And it's third down. They'll run here on third and goal. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a fourth and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. So the defense has to stay out and get one more. And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone.
Get ready.
And now here come the Cowboys. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They go play action now. Jackson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's taken down inside the 30. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Draw play, Elliott. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. There's Jackson on 3rd and long.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. as his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Working from the gun, Garoppolo finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Here we go.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Cowboys have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Let's go. Mike 52. Hey, watch the slant.
Here's Elliott. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. On second down, it's Elliott, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try. And now time has run out on this first half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On third down, here's Hill. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Broken tackle. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this will be taken at the 13. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Here we go.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Eckler, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. It's Eckler again, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll start the drive with Hill. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now here come the Dolphins. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Garoppolo now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. This is a counter play. Eckler. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That is incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Eckler pushing through the contact. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Gets this one to Hill.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he gets it down to the 32. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot. Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jackson, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Garoppolo. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to the 12-yard line.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Garoppolo to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And got his man complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. He's back to throw, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Here we go. 180!
Now Garoppolo. He completes it to Westbrook. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year.